All right, welcome back, Weather Kingdom. I hope everyone's having a great evening. We are going to be actually a little bit of live coverage. I didn't do this a lot last spring, but this spring I'm going to try and really ramp up the severe weather production of this channel. I do have some concerning looks already. According to the radar, we already got now, brand new just came in, a possible tornado tag severe thunderstorm warning. This is for these areas here. I'm still learning how to use this all, but we do have a severe thunderstorm warning that is tagged here. Okay, and the alert is severe thunderstorm warning. I'm looking for the possible tornado. So this is considerable damage here in Texas. This is this severe thunderstorm. We got radar indicated here. And then I'm looking for some of the other ones. Yeah, this is the radar indicated here. The possible tornado tagged. How do I know that this is starting to look pretty decent here is we do have a little bit of signs of a hook echo. You guys see what's going on here? We got a little bit of a supercell. Let's just put it in that term. A supercell that has a very good structure. I don't see anything going on wrong here, really. This Alexa, pause. This is entering a very prime environment for conducive development of this severe thunderstorm warning. So if you're in Brooks Creek, if you're in Pontiac, if you are down here like in Campus, all these counties over here, Union Hill, Redrick, Campus, Cabri, Staley, Kempton, Amith, we should go into our tornado shelter in place. I do expect this to become a tornado warning in the next coming minutes here. So I do think that is becoming a potential tornado warning there. Then we do have another severe thunderstorm here. I don't see I see more of a hail producer out of that. I'm watching here with the velocities here. Let's go in a different. No, I don't see anything there either. Correlation, no. Anything over here you might ask. And yeah, they just extended that. Not yet. But I do expect this to become tornado warning as now we have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-an-hour winds and 2-inch hail. So that's another very big important thing there. So let's just go back in here. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. I would really greatly appreciate that. We're also going to be going over some live model data with you, some of the current data and live radar. So if you guys are feeling free, please like, please subscribe, and you are welcome to join the channel anytime, and it will be nice here. So, hi, Weather Kingdom. Is your day going good? Is Orlando, Florida good from the storm? Tornadoes from the supercell? Yeah, you guys, yes. You are perfectly fine here. I don't see any issues. You are good. You are good. So you are good there. If you guys will like and enjoy the channel, let me just get that going. So just give me one moment. I want to quickly share this on Twitter. You are good. Yeah, you are good from the supercell. Yes, no problem. And actually, breaking news, now we got a tornado warning here. A radar indicated tornado warning. The first tornado warning Expires in 41 minutes. You're good. I'm currently doing two things at once. We do have a tornado warning here. This is a very big this is a potential coming big tornado here. I want the storm velocities. Yeah, so this is a radar indicated. Let's go in the tilt here. We don't have the best. Yeah, this is kind of it here. We got the reds coming towards the radars and greens going away from the radar. So we do have some indicated rotation. If anything, just a funnel cloud. I don't see anything big there going on. So I do want to go back in here and I do want to fix. Yeah, I do want to fix that. How's everyone doing right now in your great evening? We're watching that storm. We're also watching a radar down in here. I want to keep this all in view up here. Let's go down here. Yeah, that's a radar loop from there. This storm also has some potential rotation. We're really watching up there. We also have some severe weather back in here. I don't see any major rotation going down here just yet. Let me get a radar loop down here and some raw rotation with some of these. I would like to keep an eye out for that. But the beginning of the tornado outbreak is over in this area. This is for Illinois, for Livingston, 1 inch and pretty much almost 2 inches of hail. So that's a concerning look on things there. I'm currently looking at something here. Alright, possible tornadoes. Alright, let's get that. Let's do report. Alright, we're still keeping an eye on that. Some broad rotation. Nothing has really updated just yet out of that supercell. I'm also keeping an eye on everything in the chat too. So if you guys have any concerns or anything, please feel free. It would be very lovely. Tornado warning. Let's get that going. I need two things here because I'm watching this supercell over here. Let's get a oh, look at that, you guys. Oh, we got two maturing supercells. How do I know this one's maturing here too? We got a little bit of a hooking right here. But I think what's going to happen is we're going to get a hook back in here. We're starting to see that hooking back in this way. So we have two little hooks there. someone to keep an eye out. But look at this classic supercell here, really setting off. We got our beautiful hail core, and then our nice hook right there. This one's definitely going to mature as it continues to march through your area. Once again, like I said, down here in Emmington, you're about to see some large hail, potentially even a tornado. Down here, you know, in Sabury, I will go in your Selcher, Kempton still, Staley still, Hertford, Inwin, Buggenham, Bugman, something like that. I will go into your safe place immediately as we are watching the potential of a tornado outbreak. Okay, so let's get in here. Let's do this. Once again, like I said, down. We're going to be live for a good couple hours. Look at this, you guys. Hook Echo getting stronger. Still radar indicated. We have 39 minutes left on that. I do like the warning thing here. This one is doing all right. I don't see anything too major about that. So let me go back into here. We're going to go into YouTube Studios. Yeah. Let me go into... All right. I'm keeping an eye on that supercell also. Alright, let's go back in here. Looks like tornado warning is still indicated. Let's go into some of these other supercells over here. I know we got some supercells back in here. Alright, so I don't see anything too big. Some lifting issues. The environment's more probably hail producers. You can tell by the shear out of it. But Texas does have a good chance. Especially over here, we got a good little hooking there. We got some showers and thunderstorms down here. That radar is down. That's hail producing. Let's go over here. Yeah, some of these storms down here are not mature just yet. We got some more maturing storms going to Oklahoma. So I'm going to keep an eye out on that. And then we got a brand new severe thunderstorm warning out of this. They just extended it for 60-mile-an-hour winds. As I'm pretty sure here. Yes. Hook Echo looks a little bit more contaminated. The velocities here, yeah, we got a little bit of difference going on. But I do want to use this one also. Yeah, some vorticity. It's a little bit in between the radar loops here. I see a bit less vorticity. We still got the reds, but we got a lot of the greens going out this way. So I do want to keep an eye on that. I do believe as we get more into the night, we should continue to see these supercells rotate and stuff. So that is something I'm going to like to keep an eye out on. All right. Any more questions or concerns? It will be very great if we can get those solved here. Okay, so another update, a little bit stronger of the red. You're starting to see these two colors mix a little bit better. I want to see if that will continue. We still got that tornado warning. So everybody in your safe shelter immediately has still a very large hail in the looks of it. So that's something to keep an eye out on. So I do want to show you guys today's potential severe weather. And this is the Storm Prediction Center. This is an awesome Storm Prediction Center. I think they did Thank you for 4 likes. Our goal is to get more likes. We're watching the severe weather outbreak. Our main focus, we're still going to be watching along all this line here of the 5%, but our main focus is this first moderate risk severe weather day in just Chicago. They actually inched us a little bit further to the north. We're keeping an eye on a tornado warning, the first one of the day. If you guys are brand new, we are watching here in the Chicago area. Just south of you, you guys have 2 supercells that are maturing, one of them maturing even further, and I'm keeping an eye on the tilts and pretty much everything. Let me take a, yeah, see, so this is the latest look of it. It has lifted a bit, so that's a good signature if you're looking at, okay, and they also, okay, so the tornado warning is the same. Large hail, your velocities actually have gotten a little bit stronger since the last time I looked at it. We got a little bit more reds now coming in and then greens going out. So I think what's going on here, we are having a recycling process take place. The meteorology kid, does Long Island have a chance? No, Long Island does not have a chance of a tornado right now. Tomorrow we are going to be live potentially once again. I'm going to try my best to go live and see how today goes on this tornado outbreak. But velocities have gotten a little bit better. Something to keep an eye out on, and that's where your rotation is. So I think that's recoupling. And then over here we do have a bit of a rotation signature. Now on this storm over here, I do want to go into the velocities here too. I mean, it is next to a donut hole, but let me quickly move it now a little bit away. Yeah, I don't see any major rotation just yet in this one, but I would like to keep a good eye on it. Okay. Let me just make sure there's no other tilts going on here. Yeah, a little bit as you get more here, but that's some of the tilting here. The radar signature is there. It's broad. It's not too crazy, but we'll keep an eye out on it just in case if we keep seeing that reproduce. But let me go back in here. If you guys, in the moderate risk, we do have a chance for intense tornadoes, very damaging winds, and very large hail potentially. When we take a look at that tornado, we actually have a new thing is in the intensity. EF1, EF2, and EF3 tornadoes. And they do have the sig now in the slight parts of the slight risk and the moderate risk, I mean enhanced risk of that intensity too. So potentially an EF2 or more of a tornado. And then we even brought back the 60% high risk now, but we do have a solid 15 middle of the category for tornadoes. I think that's a great call. I think today the National Weather Service done that. Windows more to the Texas and Oklahoma, and the hail is for both. But we do have an intensity 2 for hail. And then for the wind, we do have an intensity 1. So we do want to keep an eye for all these factors. And then when we take a look at this latest look of this tornado, look as we keep going through the hours, the probabilities will get a bit stronger as the hours continue. Your most unstable Cape and Shear will be from now to about 9 o'clock tonight, 10 o'clock tonight. And then your supercell composite also in a very big issue. So we have a lot in this moderate risk. I want to see how this playing out. We do have our first potential tornado. And then this is also storm reports. We do have 5 hail reports, and that is it. And they're all about 1 inch to almost 2 inches, the largest being in Texas. Okay, so let's go back in here. And this storm, yeah, see how rotation, the latest frame has come in. And the latest look, the brighter that was just before has kind of dimmed a bit, and these greens have dimmed. So I think we're in a bit of a rotation process where I don't see too much going on in this tornado just yet. I think give it a little bit for it to rotate and stuff, and we shall see what happens. If you guys are new, please like, please subscribe. Our goal is to 10 likes and to get as many people into the severe weather that I can do more and more live streams. It'll be very lovely if we can. And then I'm also watching this storm here. I don't see any major rotation on that supercell either, but I am seeing a bit of hooking here. I'm seeing a bit of the hooking here, and then I'm even seeing a bit of hooking here. So we do want to keep an eye if these do try and develop, because we could be talking about a massive squall line of tornado warnings if this does develop. Okay, the environment is going to be very conducive for the next couple hours, and we should see this continue. And look at that. I really like this one. The precipitation defect, the defect here. Look at that. Really nice what we are seeing here. So if you're new, please like, please subscribe. It will be very greatly appreciated as we are watching. Any questions, feel free to ask. And let me do that. How is everybody doing at this current moment? I hope everybody's doing great. Yeah, look at that. Like I told you, we need to watch out for that hooking. I'm seeing it re-hooking itself. So I'm a little worried. The velocities have brightened a little bit on the with the winds going out of the radar, but towards the radar, no. Does Long Island have a chance of a thunderstorm tomorrow? Yes, they do. I think they do. Or even some downpours. And there's no other major thing going on over here. I'm keeping an eye out for every little thing. So if you guys are just new, please stay tuned. A tornado warning. Alright? Tornado warning still into these areas here. Alright? I'm watching the radar right now, and there's not much going on. We got that supercell right now. I do expect radar to continue to intensify over the next couple hours. This is the beginning of the tornado outbreak. We'll see if this moderate risk does produce or not. We're probably going to be live for at least 4 hours. I'm going to try and stay on here. Oh, yeah, look at that, you guys. Brand new hooking. Latest frame. You see how this is starting to hook right here? It looks like we're having a reformation of a potential wall cloud. Or, to me, this looks like a potential funnel cloud. So, once again, this tornado is, once again, potentially redeveloping. So keep that in mind. Also, we got a brand new thunderstorm developing over here. Keep that in mind. We got some storms developing. I do expect these storms to continue to develop and proceed. Orlando is hot, reached 90 degrees. The extreme heat is why we are expecting a major outbreak today. Yep, I agreed. So we're continuing to keep an eye on this. We got 3 thunderstorms, 2 of them being very strong, and then that tornado warning. We're at moderate risk, and then we're keeping an eye on some of these severe thunderstorm warnings for hail, damaging winds. Haven't got any significant reports, but I do expect things to escalate as the hours go on. Okay. When you witness record heat, that means large tornadoes. Yep. Yep. You are right on that one, buddy. Definitely the chances go up much more. How is everyone doing? We're keeping an eye on this. We do not have any storm chasers right now that I can use, so I'm very sorry, but we are going to keep an eye on this. And then I do want to talk, when we are in quiet periods, I do want to talk about these next severe weather coming days. We already have a risk for day 6 here of severe weather. We have a risk of severe weather for day 3. So they did something here. They extended here the slight risk. They do have a 5% tornado. We're going to have to keep this in mind. Another very large tornado outbreak potentially, or severe weather. Wind is very high. And then we do have our 60%, our 5% hail. With these storms tomorrow, as I'm keeping an eye on them here, let's go into supercell composite. I do expect, the 18Z does show it into Pennsylvania here of some supercells. The environment's going to be conducive tomorrow for some supercells. Tornadoes, it's there, but it's not significant as today. Okay? But it has been an uptrend. Keyword uptrend, okay? No new storm reports. Let's go into here. I'm also keeping an eye on the next week. We're going to be live as much as possible in this severe weather season as we are really starting to enter. And then these are the storms for tomorrow. Look at that as we go into 5 a.m. Some nasty storms. And then look at that heat. We are really talking about a nasty squall line, even potentially some supercells out ahead of it. And then this line really becomes nasty as we go into the late time hours of your evening. Record heat from the Northeast, 70s. Yes, correct. And then we do expect potentially some damaging winds, and even Long Island to see that hail, and even some pack and snow, believe it or not. So this has uptrended significantly in the Northeast too. So I would like to keep an eye out on that. It has continued to uptrend, and then even tomorrow, look at that. A little bit more of a supercell on the HER model. Look at things. So we are watching everything. We have no confirmed tornado. We are in the beginning of this outbreak. We have now upped the tornado warning to 2.5-inch size hail. So that is interesting. We latest reflectivity, it's trying to hook. It's still having some trouble on hooking. Also, major flooding risk as it heats warmer, most extreme rainfall, but less amount as storm occurring. Whenever a rain system happens, we'll get extreme rain. Yes, correct. Thank you, PM Weather, once again, as one of the mods here on this channel. Very greatly appreciated. All right. Any more updates as of right now, anyone? If you guys are new, please like. We're keeping an eye on this tornado warning. Radar indicated 2.5-inch hail. Major ice storm so far in northern Michigan. They had a bad storm last year. I don't really remember that, if I'm going to be honest with you, PM Weather, but interesting. I don't know if they did. And, oh, still the same over here. Let's check out this storm over here. Nah, nothing just yet. Let's go into tilt 4. Nah. How's everyone doing here? We're watching this potential tornado outbreak proceed. If you guys are new, please like. It will really help to add more people engaged with the weather here. We also have a new system to talk about next week. I would like to live coverage to severe weather event next week. Looking very severe weather prone here. So we are really entering an active period with severe weather. And this storm, this is what we're talking about now. This is for tomorrow, even some back end snow potential. I'm not believing it. According to the model, GFS wants to believe it. And then some colder air. And then something I'm not liking. Look at this, you guys. A classic damaging wind supercell severe weather event in the Northeast already for March 16th. And we are not even in severe weather. And some very warm air, and then once again, colder air to follow behind. That's your latest GFS model over here on that severe weather event. I would like to see if that becomes a different story. The Euro, I'm not liking the Euro, you guys. Look at that. We get this system, little bit of a breeze of cold air for the Northeast. And then next system, look at that. A very powerful severe weather event. Damaging winds for sure. Severe weather for sure. And a potential blizzard for sure. With that type of pattern. And then as we go on, it relaxes a bit. Some severe weather days, maybe some milds. And then we warm up again. And we'll see how this continues to flow through the next couple thing. And there has now been a confirmed tornado. Our first tornado of the outbreak. Brief tornado touchdown reports north of the Ponte. Exactly what I said in the beginning of the stream. Please go in your safe space by storm chasers located, estimated by radar in Livingston. All right, I'm going to post this on my Twitter. So please go check out my Twitter. A confirmed tornado has happened here. We'll see. First tornado of the outbreak. So let's take a look at that supercell and one wind report now. And that is for 74 mile an hour winds. So this severe weather outbreak is definitely underway. First supercell. And we are talking about a tornado. And it looks for sure that it's trying to recycle velocities. Still broad, nothing too major. We're watching this severe event here too. First tornado. One tornado so far. All right. One tornado so far. We're keeping an eye on that. How's everyone doing right now? Please go share and like the stream if you will love to. I would really appreciate that. All right. So we're watching that storm. Yeah, definitely rehooking here, you guys. Be careful. I'm starting to see a signature of a rehooking event there. We're watching this little guy up here, and then we got some more storms starting to develop in this category too. And then we got our little supercell there. Yeah, look at that updraft here. We're watching that here. Any questions right now? How would you guys feel on that? Let's go into reflectivity. Let's go into tilt 1 again. Oh, has broken off a bit. I don't know if it's just... Yeah, it's still a little bit of a hook echo there. I like to keep an eye out on that. Are you guys new to the channel? Anyone? I'm watching these storms break out. Yeah, that supercell has lifted somewhat. I'm doing that. Any suggestions for this stream? Good, thank you. Thank you for the voting here. I'm watching this. Yeah, till even 2 has gone off a little bit. Until 2. It has lifted somewhat, even till 4. So we have lifted actually a bit off the velocity. And it's rotating again, you guys. I don't know. It's a little bit more broad, but it's stronger and tighter. That's why I'm a little afraid it's re-rotating here. Something to keep an eye out on. Yep, there it is, you guys. Our brand new look of radar. Looks like we are about to have a retouchdown potentially in the next few minutes. Let's see if there was any more reporting out of this tornado warning. I would like to see, and no. We're watching tomorrow's event, looking pretty significant. Also, we got our moderate risk today. We're watching our next big severe weather event also. That's something very important. We also have our lovely tornado watch. And then we have a lot of this. So we'll kind of have to wait. This is our first supercell. I'm expecting more supercells as we continue. Why does it say 2018? What? We got 2 votes out of that. All right, we are watching, and now it has lifted once again. Yeah, it's more of this broad. It's kind of going back and forth. We got big going towards, a big going this way. Right now, it's a broad rotation. It's nothing really that strong. So I do think they're going to keep this tornado warned. They might extend it. That's nothing going on up there. We're kind of waiting on some of these other supercells going on. We have some more little dots on the radar that's going to be playing a picture. And this one, you have to remember, we're really in a cutoff here as we are looking. So this cutoff actually goes all the way up here. So this tornado still has quite a bit of time. It still has quite a bit of time. Even this little guy here, we'll have to keep an eye on that. And then these other little dagglers back here. Look at all these little supercells starting to fill itself in. And something to keep an eye out. Yeah, this has lifted. Velocities, it's a little bit stronger in the rotation. It's definitely recycling. I think it's recycling. And we have a brand new tornado. And this one's observed. We got an observed tornado here. A second tornado, you guys. Tornado watches for central Oklahoma. Severe thunderstorm watcher south. Thank you. Thank you. Second confirmed tornado, you guys. A observed 80-mile-an-hour winds. Also, considerable possible severe thunderstorm warning is also, in fact, our second tornado. 2 tornadoes. Now, it is a confirmed tornado warning. Thank you. Thank you very much. A confirmed tornado warning all the way down here. I was not expecting in... I need a better... These are not the greatest. Ah, there it is. Tilt 2. Oh yeah, there it is. Tilt 2. A confirmed tornado over here. That one's observed. The other one is going to be expired in just a moment. So now we got a brand new tornado. Correlation. Yep, there is definitely a potential correlation in that one too. So we are now at our second confirmed intercept and path. A major road is in path. Belly is getting hit. Yes, another confirmed tornado with 1.5 inches of hail. So please, oh yeah, look at that, you guys. That is supercell right there. Composite. We have this one could be a very large tornado. So once again, thank you, PM, for in the chat. Thank you very much for naming the cities. Very greatly appreciate that here. So keep that in going. A second now tornado has been confirmed here. All right, so thank you for that. I very greatly appreciate that. Let's check out. So we have now 2 tornado warnings. So this one is not being, to me, what it looks like. I don't see anything new on it. It's kind of now just a plain old supercell. It's not as strong as it was before. I actually did expect it to... see what I mean? It's still potentially going to get re-tornado warned. There's definitely a bit of signs of tighter rotation going on. So I think this tornado is cycling. And then the one up here, that is just severe to warn. And then we got our other tornado. This is our observed tornado. It is a... observed. So they now added a brand new tornado warning. So we have now 3 tornadoes warning may have lifted. I don't see any live footage available. Okay, thank you very much for that. Thank you so much for that. And then we also now have a rain radar indicated tornado warning here with some decent potential rotation here. Some broad rotation, but strong broad rotation. And then our observed tornado. It's hard to tell because we're right near a little bit better. Let me see if I can get this a bit better. Yeah, let's go into tilt 2. 1. Tilt 3. Tilt. Yeah, look at that. A little bit of a... Yeah, a bit of rotation going on. Oh, yeah, look at that, you guys. Tornado made of lift. Storms are in northern Mexico. This radar is down. That's a down radar. We'll have to keep an eye on these supercells too. That's an observed tornado. So when we take a look at PM in the chat, did let you guys know what was the tornado warning, what was its locations. So keep that in mind. I would like for that to be on the watch. We have 3. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Storms are in northern Mexico, U.S. and Iran. Thank you very much for the live coverage here. All right, let's do... I'm going to be soon getting a snack here when we are at just... This is still a tornado warning. I'm going to probably get a snack after this observed tornado warning. It expires in 40 minutes. So we'll have to see in a moment. So let's go back into here. Environment down there is also favorable. And now up here, this is nothing too much going on. Let's take a look at velocities. Yeah, velocities. This storm is having some trouble, I will admit. Having a little bit more trouble. We do have other supercells right behind it, though. So don't count your eyes off the game just yet. This is just the beginning, you guys, of this tornado outbreak. We haven't even gotten fully started, but we do have some interesting looks. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate your help here on this live coverage. Any more questions as of right now? We're still watching that observed. I wish I can have a better, I just feel like all these tornado warnings have been right next to the dam. And velocities are a little bit better. We're getting a little farther away. We're starting to get a little bit better on tilt 4. That's on tilt 4. Well, yeah, it is really hard to see. It's really scattered, you guys. I'm really trying to get some good radar here on the reflectivity. That's definitely a supercell. And then this storm down here is also being watched. I don't see too much. There's definitely some velocities. I would like to see how that supercell continues in the next couple minutes. And then we got our main tornado. That one's really hooking. It's probably not on the ground, but it's definitely a very strong hook. Heavy storms impacting San Diego, Texas area. Driving Conditions will be poor in the portions of Interstate 10 and 20. Yes, correct. It will be poor. Let me just get... All right. All right. So, there might be a tornado near Del Rio. All right. Nice. Del Rio. Nice. All right. They're now... Okay, so we have... Ooh. Okay, so we got our main two tornadoes. 3-inch hail now on that severe thunderstorm. We also have some confirmed severe destructive thunderstorms going on with some really damaging... I don't know why the velocities are this bad on these tornadoes here. These tornado warnings have been in very bad spots when it comes to this type of stuff. We're a little bit better over here. Yeah, see, the... Not terrible. Some broad but strong rotation on that southern cell in Texas. This cell, it's hard to tell. There might be... That's near the border. Yeah. I'm watching how that continues to rotate. We'll also have storms in Oklahoma. We're going to have to watch some of these supercells. We have a tornado tag. No, I thought we did. Keep an eye on some of these supercells also over here. And Kansas and Oklahoma. That's setting up very nicely. What is going on here, buddy? Let's take a look. No hook gecko. Nah, it's a dead one. Yeah, some nasty storms, thunderstorms developing there. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go quickly get a snack. There's nothing confirmed as of right now. Ooh. That's 3-inch hail. Yeah, I don't see anything major right now going on here. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. We are been going for about an hour of tornado coverage. 2 confirmed tornadoes. One in Texas and one in Illinois. That's 2 tornadoes and observe on the ground southeast of Pawsey, Texas. So that's 2 confirmed tornadoes. That is 2. We'll have to see how this tornado outbreak continues to fold. When we take a look at the latest data on your models, on how these supercells can set up for tonight, it is looking very promising. We're going to have a tornado outbreak. Already 2 tornadoes. It doesn't look too strong. But look at this. As we go into 7, we get more development. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You're talking about into the nighttime. So this could definitely go into about 10, 11 o'clock stream here, as this stream will be in the continue. So do expect some long live coverage here. I'm going to be here throughout the entire event. We're also going to be watching the tornadoes in Texas. How many potential supercells can we get before that becomes a squall line? And then that will become more of a wind and flooding situation. So I'm really concerned in the next, 4 hours here. We're going to be going very strong into this tornado outbreak. We're not even the peak. I would say probably 9 o'clock tonight. We are only at 6:44 Eastern time. And we got 2 confirmed tornadoes. One where this enhanced risk is, and one in the moderate. So far that is playing out in the SPC forecast very well. I'm going to keep an eye on all this stuff here. We're going to be really talking pretty crazy about these thunderstorms. When we take a look at the mesoscale here on the cloud tops, we can see these thunderstorms developing all the way even back in here. So keep that in mind. Some really damaging winds and some true damage stuff here going on. All right. Yeah, look at these thunderstorms. A lot of supercells here. It's not even nighttime, so we still got some warming going on. Some real stuff to watch. 2 confirmed tornadoes. And not report separate tornadoes. So that's something to keep an eye on. They have brought down that tornado warning from 3-inch hail to 2-inch. Looks like the supercell is starting to become a squall line, but we're going to have embedded rotation in this squall line, something that I would like to keep it and watch out here for. Even a little bit of a rotation here on that cell. Some of these cells are rotating, even though they are not tornado warned. This over here, some broad rotation, nothing too significant. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. And then we also have some marine stuff going on up here. Reflectivity, nothing too major. That supercell kind of dead and flat as of this moment. Something we'll have to keep an eye out. So thank you for everybody joining the stream tonight. Very greatly appreciated. And we'll have to keep an eye out. So snack break. Be back in 5. New severe thunderstorm watch for Chicago. Nice. I don't know why my keyboard is being like this today, I swear. Be back in 5. Ask questions. Alright, let's go into that. I'll be back. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Welcome. I am back. I'm sorry for the waiting game here. Let's reset this. Okay. Hey. Alright, let's do that. We have... Oh, we got 3 different tornadoes. We actually have 3 different tornadoes, you guys. 3 tornadoes now. Welcome. Welcome. I'm back. Why? I don't know why it's not working. Nothing's working for me. Alright, so I'm back. I don't know what is wrong with this computer. No. And then let me go into radar scope. I'm currently 3 confirmed now. Alright, so this is our latest. We now had a 3rd confirmed tornado. We got actually a brand new tornado warning. This just came in just a moment. And wow, look at this, you guys. Our supercell has come back to life. The one that was all the way over there looks like it found a little bit better of an environment. And we are definitely... Alright, so I'm back. I'm back, everybody. I'm back. Please join the stream here. Alright, we are born alive. Alright. Alright, so we do have some okay, that's really interesting. Ooh, we got some nasty hook echoes. We're gonna have to watch these. A lot of rotating supercells here on this tornado over here. This buddy over here is reproducing, to me, what it looks like. A potential velocity here. We definitely have a bit of a rope-type tornado outbreak going on. Potentially. What I am seeing here. And then back in here we have some broad rotation storms. Nothing too significant. But definitely some nasty thunderstorms back in here. And then we always got this buddy down here. This tornado warning. These have been radar indicated, but some pretty tight rotation. So keep that in mind. Something to keep a watch out for. We are continuing to watch this played out. So we got two tornado warnings. One of them a recycle of another storm. This is that recycling storm. Very good rotation. Very healthy now. Most likely going to reproduce in the next moment or two. A debris ball I can see. Nothing too crazy on the tornado part. Probably an EF1s, EF0s. I don't think any 2s just yet. According to the latest data here, we had 3 observed tornado on the ground, picture received, brief tornado touchdown over open country north of US 9. So that's 3 tornadoes. And these are storm chasers. So that's something that we have to keep going and keep watching. Thunderstorms keep developing, and that's going to be the main key tonight of what could happen. So this is our main supercell over here, and then we're watching out all these other severe thunderstorm warnings. If they want to produce, they can. We do have some singular supercells also in Oklahoma. I would like to keep an eye out for. Also, northern Texas, I would like to keep an eye for. And then potentially even into Kansas, I would like to keep an eye out here for some nasty supercells going on, and especially some of these up here. But our main focus is this moderate risk, where this is singular supercell kind of in the re-rotating path here, looking pretty tough here as of right now. We do have a much stronger signal now indicating some tighter rotation. So I do expect a large wedge tornado potentially out of this here, where it is dead smack in the middle of the moderate. So I do expect that to extremely see how this has been rotating in the last couple frames. Pretty interesting stuff right there. Look at that, some good rotation right in here. I'm gonna potentially change. I'm gonna change this. Live tornado. Live severe I'm going to shorten that out. Alright, so I kind of changed the thumbnail as of this moment. We'll keep an eye out if that helps out. Analytics. Open panel. We'll see. I have to see. I'm watching out for these 2 tornado warnings. Nothing else really significant at this given point. This supercell looking really nasty over here. This is, by the way, on the path of Armora Park, Sun River, Torrance, and then even Hot Spring Park here, St. Annie. Keep an eye out for that supercell. But Sun River trees, please get in your safe shelter immediately. If you guys are under any warnings today, please take in consideration to shelter. Okay. I'm also watching some of these supercells back in here. We're really popping off some nasty thunderstorms over here. Good news, I don't see anything with rotation besides these 2 northern ones. I want to see if that kind of slips away. Like, look at that. This is these supercells right here. So this is a supercell that's in the formation right here. And then we even have another supercell right in here. So that's what I'm a little concerned about, where we can have some wedge tornadoes and some even rain-wrapped tornadoes tonight. And definitely in the latest frame, these are definitely trying to detach from there. And if it does, they are heading into a very prime environment for some significant tornado growth. Okay, something to keep an eye out on and something I am watching. Okay. Alright, so, still radar indicated. Let me kind of reset it here. Yeah, still radar indicated. This is our supercell over here. Very interesting on the velocities. Oh, you guys, I think we might have a... And there it is, you guys, an observed tornado warning. And this is in Illinois. Like I just said, a confirmed observed tornado on the ground here. Looks to me to be a wedge-wide tornado. If Amarillo Park, you are right in the pathway. Sun Rivers, you are on the northern side. And then even St. Annie has been added. Hopkins Park, you are down the road here. And some of these other counties are also going to be down the road. This is an observed, damaging, confirmed tornado, a recycle tornado. So that will make it 4 tornadoes. 4 tornadoes. Four tornadoes now. That is 4 confirmed tornadoes. And look at that, you guys. A very worrying thing. We got a wide wedge tornado on the ground here. Look at that. In Amarillo Park. Breaking news. We got a live damaging tornado on the ground. We have a live damaging tornado on the ground here. Please stay tuned. Damaging tornado. Tornado on the ground right now. And in Hopkins Parks here, something that we're going to have to keep an eye out for as you guys are waking up here. So keep this in mind. A live confirmed damaging tornado that has been observed. Okay. This is probably bringing a dangerous situation now. So, a very worrying sign there. Look at the velocities. Kind of off the charts. A really nice wedge. This thing has a wedge live tornado on the ground. So, if you guys are new to the channel, please like and please subscribe. Correlation also shows near Amarillo Park. There it is, you guys. We have Amarillo Park is getting absolutely slammed right now by a tornado. Amarillo Park, Hopkins Park is next. Keep that in mind. And then some other worrying trends here I'm seeing on the latest radar is some other individual supercells trying to wake up. And now we got a tornado warning in Oklahoma. And there it is, a pretty mature tornado. Potentially, we do have some of that rotation. I'm looking over here at the velocities. There's some broad, but potentially could be a tornado out of this one too. That's an individual supercell, and that's why I'm a little worried about this. That storm is going that way. This is a singular storm, so I do expect maybe a tornado out of that one. Then we got our dangerous and now confirmed tornado. Look at that beauty. That is a nasty thunderstorm. Some really tights on Amarillo Park. Something to keep an eye out for and something to be concerned for. All right. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. We are watching end poll. Alright, we're going to update this once again. We have a live confirm in Amarillo Park, just north here. Another tornado warning has now been issued. Alright, we have tornado warnings flying up now everywhere. We now got a tornado warning in one of these supercells back in here. Prime example. Look at that. We are really about to start raising this up here. tornado break. All right, we got a live. Okay, good news. No, not good news. All right, so we got 4 tornado warnings now. Everybody, if you guys are just joining into the stream, we have a lot we are taking place here. We have a live damaging confirmed tornado in Emerald Park on this supercell over here. So please take your shelter immediately. Supercell looks like it might be conjoining with another one, so that could disperse the tornado, but we're keeping an eye on that. We also have a tornado warning for the Campwood area. That's another velocity. We got some tight rotation, but that is observed. Okay, and then that one. So we have one confirmed tornado on the ground, is the Emerald Park, and then we also have some rotation over here back in the Oklahoma region. Look at that. Union Cities. We're going to call this the Uni City one over here. All right. And then we have another one now into these areas. This will be the Galesburg area, the Kevanee, if you guys are in that, Nepspent, Osceola. We got a tornado warning for you also. The velocity is not too impressive, so that's some good news. Okay, now let's go back into our dangerous confirmed tornado, just moving right over the park here, you guys. In a live damaging tornado taking place here out of that supercell also. So keep that in mind. All right. I need it. What else is this? All right, so that's another very big significance in that area. So I do want to quickly edit, and pretty much, so we're going. All right, so let's do that. We're gonna. Oh my God. That's a live tornado. A live tornado down over here. Look at this storm. The Sun Rivers now. Hobson Park, you are next. We got 5 tornado warnings. And we got a velocity here. It is not getting any better. It's a wedge tornado going on in the area over there. We got another radar indicated. This storm also starting to gain some momentum in Oklahoma. All these storms have some of rotation, but we are talking about this in particular, a very large tornado happening. Okay, a very large tornado in the Sun Rivers just south of that. Hobson Park, you are next. Okay, Lake Village, Roselawn, Mount Avery, Morocco. Okay, some of these county names. St. Annie, just north of there. Keep an eye on that. Look at this tornado. A very strong supercell here taking in place at this given point. So I'm just keeping an live going on. We are watching live coverage. Alright, so these are the other tornadoes. Yep, look at this. The Oklahoma City one. Pretty nasty supercell there. Alright, so we're watching this live coverage here. Dangerous tornado. Reflectivity has gotten a little bit better. It looks like it might have. 1, 2, 3. And now we have a 7th tornado. A confirmed 7th tornado in Oklahoma City, my friends. A confirmed tornado, an observed tornado. Believe it or not. We have another tornado. All right. Yeah, look at that. Another confirmed tornado. We are at 6 tornadoes. 6 tornadoes. 6 tornadoes, you guys. Keep this on a watch here. We're really watching these. So we got an observed. That's 6 tornadoes. This one has lifted a bit, I think. It might have, yeah, it looks like it has weakened just a bit. That's good news if we are in these areas. We also have another supercell. We got some supercells back in here. We're going to have to keep an eye on these here. But I am also watching like this supercell, that supercell. I'm watching this supercell with that potential tornado warning. But so far, if I'm not mistaken, it says 4 there. We should be at 6. It's just been a few more video shows in the Kinky Airport. It hasn't been a significant yet, but the winds, the hail, we're adding it on, and we're going to have to continue to wait and see how this progresses, okay? Things are yet to change here with this tornado outbreak, so let's go into... So let's just go into the storms here. I want to see what does it look like going into the hours here. You know, believe it or not, I think that's 7 o'clock. That's what I think. So we're definitely adding on the storms a little bit. We're supposed to continue with the storms around 9. But, you know, most of your worst tornadoes is before 8 o'clock, I would say. 8 o'clock. Maybe not. More like 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, up in the Chicago area. So probably another hour or two before those storms starts relaxing. And then those down in Oklahoma should become supercells. And then that's it, you guys. That's the end of that project. So we give it a couple more hours, and we'll have to wait and see. We're at 6 tornadoes that are confirmed, according to when we went live. We also got another supercell that's about to be tornado warned in Oklahoma. That's the worry part. These are not warned yet. All right, not warned yet. And this one is really looking nasty here. And we now got a 7th tornado warning. Another tornado warning back in here. And that is our 7th tornado warning as of currently. Correlation coefficient. Okay, we're going to have to look at that. But velocity is back in here. Some broad rotation. Nothing too much in that one. This supercell doing a little bit better. In my opinion, it's starting to get a little bit better. Some of that rotation. But once again, you have this observed tornado down here that has been getting better and better in Oklahoma. This to me looks like it might be in the process of re-rotating. But Hopkins Park might have dodged a bullet. Maybe just to the north of you, so keep an eye out on that. Alright, so we got Hopkins Park, a live tornado. If you're new, please like and please subscribe. This is the Hopkins Park. We got a lot of tornado warnings, you guys. We got the Henry and Jefferson tornado warning. We got the Texas tornado warning that's becoming a squall line. Okay, this one has some broad rotation in it with a squall line feature in it. We got the Barry and Henry one. We got this one. We got that one still. And we got another tornado warning. Wait. Tornado warning. Okay, so we actually got one now in Texas. And then, oh, yep, there it is, you guys. This tornado warning has recycled. Once again, a recycled tornado. Definitely looking like it's about to drop some even more of a monster tornado coverage here. Just watching it out here, my friends. We're really watching it out. We'll see if this moderate risk goes up. We're at 6 confirmed tornadoes. Okay. We got now 3 tornadoes and another tornado warning now. One back in here. So we are just slamming now these tornado warnings. We got 3 up in this moderate. This one's getting a little bit better organized. Some broad rotation, but getting a little bit better. We got some individual. And then we got the by itself observed. This is a particularly dangerous situation here. They have extended the severe thunderstorm warning, but that's the correlation of velocities, and that is a slamming. So good news is this tornado has now missed Sun, and it's hit the southern town of Sun River Trance, and now it's going just north of Hopkins Park. So the park should be safe, maybe some damage in it, and we'll have to keep an eye out on that. So they have observed considerable partly. We have another one. That's our 6th. So we have 6 confirmed tornadoes. Some of them will have to wait and see. We've been live for now 2 hours. I said maybe we'll have to just wait and see. I'm probably going to go into 8 or so, and I want to see how this outbreak continues. Radar indicated we got our 3-inch hail. That's a nasty one. I'm really watching that tornado outbreak here. That's a live tornado. But I'm going to be ending this stream, you guys. I will be coming back a little bit later. We're probably going to go back on this and watch everything out over here. And then we'll keep an eye. So please go to other people. Hopefully we do better the next stream. Thank you for watching. And I would appreciate for everybody staying tuned. So thank you, and I hope everybody has a good night. Be safe, especially in these tornadoes. That's something that I really... That's the radar indicated. It was observed. What happened to that one? Oh, that supercell died. Oh, wow, look at that. Crazy. This is probably our one major one. And I'm surprised they haven't extended the tornado warning.